Okay, Leo. So, first and foremost, my format has changed a bit. I have currently started doing these readings in Spanish before I.
Hola, mis amores, and welcome back to Messages from Lahierophant. No longer brought to you by the Taurus Garden. I have decided to revamp the entire channel because what I understand is that the majority of my audience is here for my intuitive messages and tarot readings, and apparently could care less about what I have going on outside of being a tarot reader. And all right, cool, I received that. Cool beans, no problem. Okay, but for the 1% that do care about my life outside of being a reader, care about homeschool and homeschooling activities, please check out the newly revamped Taurus Garden channel. And that is where you will receive all of that content and any life updates from me as well. So, with that being said, my disclaimer is I am a very blunt reader. I don't sugarcoat anything. I have an unapologetic potty mouth, which I am trying to curb because YouTube does not like the 4-letter words. But I am also prone to bursting out in song from time to time to get the messages across. With that being said, I have already cleansed the energy of my space and my cards prior to starting, so we're gonna jump right in and get it cracking for the month.
Islamic movement. Buenos días. Messages from God Most High. For the month of January of 2025. Gracias, Dios. Para mensajes de Leo, para mi granero, and 25 de God Most High, for messages for Leo, para el mes de enero, for the month of January of 2025. January of 2025. Make sure. Okay, Leo. So, first and foremost, my format has changed a bit. I have currently started doing these readings in Spanish before I do them in English. Oh yeah, by the way, pardon the sounds of Puerto Rico that are in my background. Yeah, let's start with that. Pardon the sounds of Puerto Rico that are in my background. So yeah, I've already shuffled the deck. I've already pulled the cards, if that makes sense. I'm not just pulling the top ones off. This is what came up for Leo in Spanish. If you don't like, listen, if y'all don't like it, just leave me feedback. I'm trying to do the best that I can in order to continue to produce content. If you have a problem with me, you know, just popping the cards out, because normally I do flyaways, which technically these were flyaways. They were just flyaways in Spanish first. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'm rambling. I'm going to move forward. Leo, the month of January is going to be a very challenging month for you. It's giving emotional turmoil, right? So let me address first off the top. You have 2 aces, which is an indication of trickery or an enemy, okay? You have this 9 and 10 of swords, right? And then you also have the 4 and 5 of cups. And every bit of this is an indication of sadness. Every bit of this is an indication of emotional turmoil. This right here is just maybe a possibility of not being aware or seeing what was coming in towards you. An energy of feeling regret here. There's an energy of putting fault and being in your head about things. Of blame, apporting blame. And then the Ten of Swords being this mini death, this ending that is a very painful ending is what it is, a very painful ending. And so within this very painful ending, you're going to have a Wheel of Fortune moment, right? You are literally in the beginning phases of going in a 360-degree circle, like we're going all the way around. We are going to feel overwhelmed here. You're going to feel like you have all of this burden on you, but what you don't understand is within a year, this whole situation is going to be completely and totally different. So from 2025 to 2026, you're planting this seed, you're investing. Whatever is going on this month is the seed being planted of this Wheel of Fortune moment that you're going to be having over the course of time. It's just that this month in particular is going to bring up certain challenges for you that you are going to have to you're going to have to navigate them in a protective manner, but an emotionally intelligent manner, right? In a very controlled, like, yes, this hurt, but I can't be rash with how I get revenge. I have to be strategic. Maybe even an energy of having to let something slide and letting God and karma take care of it. So there's going to be, I had two other energies from this that I wanted to address. From a career financial standpoint, you have some type of new proposal and new action coming in. And that goes back to the Son of Pentacles as far as your money and your investments. This is definitely not a time to be spending frivolously. This is a time to be holding on and planting and watering what you have. The investments that I'm hearing are crypto, crypto came up in the Spanish reading, and so I definitely feel like I should say it. I'm not sure how that resonates with any of my Leo viewers, but there's definitely something about what you invest in and how it's going to play out for you over the next year. Financially speaking, there are offers and possibly even contracts, new offers, contracts, actions that are coming in this month, bringing it in to a certain point, to a certain era of your life. The other energy here that was also being felt is an energy of someone finding out that someone that they're dealing with here is actually married. And that was that betrayal and that hurt and that sadness that's being shown here. And there's this energy of you protecting yourself, having to heal from this, not being strategic, like I said, with revenge. Maybe you want to pull up and air his dirty laundry out to his wife and kids and stuff, but there's just something in you keeping you from doing that. You're in a space of trying to be emotionally balanced with the situation so that you don't really do anything that compromises you and your integrity, and almost like you just really want to let God deal with it. And in due time, please believe that, yes, karma's gonna come back, and that, look, what goes around comes around is what I'm hearing. What goes around comes around. In the Spanish, is it a plane or is somebody working outside? Lord, I feel like somebody working outside. No. Leo, before we get into the clarifiers, I'm going to pause this video because my neighbors have decided to betray me. And that noise is just a no-go in the background. I'm not going to tolerate that. What I will say is I was hearing Beyonce's Best Thing I Never Had when I was doing that portion of the reading. So it was very much thank God I dodged a bullet energy. And on that, I'm going to just pause for a little bit. I wonder how long he going to keep that off. I'm going to proceed on while it's off because I don't know, something tells me he might crank it back up again. But you guys had the sun, the letter, the coffin, clouds, and then we ended on the clover. And so I'm gonna figure out this table situation too. It's also causing me visual stress. Oh, told y'all he was gonna come back. Told y'all he was gonna come back. ¿Por qué Dios? Why? All right, and I'm back. Hopefully I can finish this out. Leo, clarifying your month of January, you have the clouds and the coffin. Again, confirming some type of confusion and energy of something that's obscuring your vision, something that you don't see. There's an indication here, again, of an ending. I have energies of news coming in. You have news coming in, and you're going to have positive news and you're going to have negative news. You have information here that speaks to kind of like a stroke of good luck within everything. That's why I said it's almost like a thank God I dodged a bullet, even if it's not relationship wise, even if it has to do with some type of contract that you were about to sign or renegotiate. There was something unseen in there. It came to an end, and that turned out to be good news. You have an energy here, Leo, of hindsight being 2020. There's an energy here of when you look back, you're like, oh gosh, that ending really hurt. I was tremendously upset by it, but it turned out to be for my greater good. Okay, I have an energy here of things that are going to be brand new, but also things that could be an indication of immaturity and like emotional unintelligence. So keep that in mind as well this month. We're going to clear this out and head up to your energetic exchanges and energetic encounters. So for encounters, you had imbalance, the librarian, and the seedling. So the seedling is piggybacking off of the Son of Pentacles energy that was your overall. It is you planting the seed literally and figuratively for things that are to grow within your life over the next year. Yes, this month is going to be challenging. Yes, you are going to have to learn some type of hard lesson, some secret that actually may, reveal itself. You also have this energy, Leo, of literally possibly needing to sit and read a book, receive some information that may be coming towards you, right? And also the imbalance that you have of emotions, because this is your heart. So it's like one heart is up, the other one is down, and in order for you to gain balance within this situation, Leo, you're either going to have to receive something or gain something to come down here, or you're going to have to let something go to be able to elevate. Okay? And I never advise going down. I always would want to come up, just FYI. So that could be that energy of being strategic and being very logical within karma and revenge, right? I'm hearing, Michelle, when they go low, we go high. So that may be something you need to keep in mind this month. We've got, I am so sorry. I feel like my background is so noisy right now, Leo. I really genuinely apologize. You've got aligning alliances, which means that you really need to ensure that you commune with the people that have your back and energies that are going to have your back, that are going to ensure that you are protected. There's an energy here of, with the goddess of the Mino, knowing what it is that you want and knowing that you're going to have to shed blood to get it, like a fight to the death, because it's like this energy of, yeah, I'm coming for your head. I'm coming. This prize is mine, and I'm coming for your head. Blood on my tongue and everything. There's an energy here, Leo, of not mincing words here with that swords energy, or being extremely logical, using that. The God of Cups is using your heart over your head. So I feel like there's a balance there of you trying to remain compassionate and emotionally intelligent and emotionally tempered as a way to fight the situation in a strategic manner, if that makes sense. You have Portal to Paradise. You have Portal to Paradise indicating, Leo, you are in this space of, I know what I want. I know what I want. I know what I want, right? I'm ready to be at this point. However, there's a need for you to be appreciative for the space that you're in right now, because what you don't understand is once you get through to that portal, there is still yet another lesson on the other side of that will leave you, maybe even possibly unappreciative for where you are once you've gotten through the portal, right? It's like, I can't wait till I'm right here. I can't wait till I'm right here. And then you get there and it's like, now I'm just ready for this to be over kind of energy, right? So having a state of gratitude for where we are, thoroughly envisioning what we see for ourselves in the next portal to life, right? All right, so from here, we're going to do the goddess messages. So, for those of you, Leo, that this has to do with a romantic relationship, especially with this Sacred Lust card here, we're going to look at how she's standing on top of this lion. And I feel like this is speaking to the energy of you overcoming whatever lust that it is that you have, especially if this is a relationship, right? If this is a relationship and you learn the truth about a person, is it really worth it in the end? How is this going to wind up making you feel? Do you feel safe in this energy? And what kind of energy are you manifesting because of it? O sea, I'm going to give the same analogy. If you find out that the person that you're seeing is actually married and you're like, you know what? This sex with me so amazing that I'm just like, I'm going to ignore the truth of what the situation is. What energies are you really bringing upon you? What storms are you really bringing upon yourself for the future? And how is that going to make you feel safe in the future? on the flip side of that, if you recognize the truth of the situation of this, and you again reverse the energy with that Wheel of Fortune, you may have to go through a storm right now, but what kind of energy are you bringing in that will make you feel safe in the future? Okay. And I need you to use that analogy for this reading in every facet of your life. So if it's financial, if it's contractual, spiritual, it's the same energy. The overcoming the strong desire for what's to come, realizing the truth of that situation, and being in a safe space that is vibrationally aligned with where you're going to, with what you have to manifest, right? Or what you're trying to manifest. And notice how there's so many clouds in this card as well, right? So there's always going to be some type of confusion you're going to be dealing with. And the energy is to be able to, you know, dance and sway and enjoy the storms of manifestation. Okay. So you have my Boricua deck here, and we had some other cards that clarified what a tumultuous month this is going to be for you, Leo. Very intense. La Baitsa. And if you notice how sad he is and lonely on his little boat with his little heart that's down here in the water, feeling things intensely, just intensely heartbroken regarding what's going on. And this social justice card always gives me karma, right? You are in a rage about this injustice that has been done to you. However, if you trust, know that that balance is going to be restored. What goes around comes around is what I kept feeling. And again, eres el cambio. So this is be the change. You are the change. So if you transmute that energy that is being sent your way, you're going to have the victory in the end. Okay, Leo? All right. So we are about to get to the vibrational messages before we close out, and there were several. So it was ask your spirit helpers. You had sound check. We had see the solution. We have clear the path. You have play, as well as call on your joy guides. It's not personal. Make a note of it. Body talk. Now notice on this body talk, there's also another book. So don't shy away from reading this month, right? This clear the path, you know, release whatever happened in 2024 and let's start anew on this brand new path, rebirth, manifestation, learning. We need to get grounded. And the overall was meditate, okay? So yes, it's going to be hard. It's going to be challenging, but we are going to, you know, find the joy in the situation. We are going to play. We are going to see a solution. We're going to make sure that we're listening to things that are making us feel better. And you're going to also recognize that this is not personal. This is just something that this is just another facet of life, right? It's the circle of life. And what I'm really feeling for you all, Leo, is that whatever energies are happening in the month of January and the way that you respond to them is going to be the seed that is planted for the next year for you from 2025 to 2026. So I pray that you receive these messages. I pray that you guys stay blessed and highly favored and protected out here in these streets. And if you guys want to check out the newly revamped version of the Taurus Garden, I did leave the link in the description box. Alrighty, guys, until next month. Peace. Thank you so much for reaching the end of my video. If this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please follow me on all of my social media platforms. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do so in the link in the description box below.